Al, Golden Boy, all you, the fans. It was a terrific night of boxing, all in all. And, you know, like you said, man, we came to fight our fight, we came to box. I think maybe after reflecting, you know, with that first little droppage, maybe in the first round we could have went a little harder and done the traditional one-time stunt that you guys are used to. But then again, man, I trained, you know, very long for this fight, and I'm really looking forward to a long career. I'm looking forward to growing. I'm looking forward to all the experience. And we got some of that tonight, and I'm proud.
Tonight you said you had a bit of a learning experience. What were some of the things you learned tonight that you'll be able to apply to future fights?
I learned that, you know, boxing is make them miss, make them pay. There were moments in the fight where I think I could have took advantage of small moments, and I could have got a little bit more, I could have hurt him a little bit more, got a little bit more damage. I was reading punches very well. I was moving very well. I was slipping that jab over to the left, and I think with that slip, instead of continuously moving to my left, I could have simply popped a nice left uppercut. I might have done it a few times, but I believe I could have done it more consistently, considering the fact that I made him miss that jab so consistently. That's one of the things I learned tonight. Another thing is, as I was coming in, trying to move forward, I could have constantly moved forward, stutter step. I have certain head movement that I used that I didn't really use tonight. His movement was a little awkward, a little frustrating, and because of that, I decided to do the same. I decided to show him my awkward movement, and I wanted to frustrate him. So when there's just little things that I saw tonight that I didn't do in the moment, in that millisecond, that I believe would have produced more damage in several rounds.
What exactly did Bundu do to make the fight difficult?
Herky jerky, herky jerky. In and out, in and out, in and out. Feint, 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 feint. And then, like he said, he's been switching his whole career since he was an amateur. Most people don't do that. He asked if he did that just for this fight. I did that just for this fight. We were in camp, and I was tired of my sparring partners doing it to me, because I told them, hey, I'm paying you, do this. You know, I know you go both ways, but do it more frequently, because that's what my opponent does. And I said, you know what, bump it. I'm gonna switch with them, and I'm gonna utilize the jab down the pipe, down the alleyway, instead of having to play touchy-touch with my left hand and his right hand. So that's pretty much that, man.
People wonder this during the fight. Did you possibly overlook Leonard Bundu?
No, of course not, man. At the end of the day, man, I have a passion for this sport. I love knockouts just as much as you guys love knockouts. But this is the sport of boxing. It's the sport of boxing first. So I'm gonna box, always. I'm always gonna box. When I was an amateur, I was a puncher. There's many people that remember me as a puncher. Some people think I'm just a puncher. But throughout the years, being a professional, we have grown into a boxer puncher. I like to counter punch, and one thing that I learned this is that, you know, I could have moved forward more and thrown my own power punches instead of looking for counters. But like I said, the counter was actually there, but I was a little too much on my toes. But at the end of the day, the blueprint was working, round after round after round after round, and my corner told me, don't worry about it. Let's just do it. You're winning every single round. You're winning every single round, and it was a terrific learning experience. I'm happy with my performance, and I promise you, you know, we're gonna go right back to the drawing board. We're gonna evolve each and every time that we step into that ring. Of course they want a knockout. You know, a lot of people come and they want to be entertained, and the highest form of boxing entertainment is knockouts. That's what some people think the fight game is all about. But like I said, boxing is boxing. Eric just said, I spoiled the fans. They're used to seeing the knockout. They're used to seeing the knockout. So they're not used to seeing the evolutionary aspect of my style, which is to be a boxer puncher more than just a puncher. Not really. My plan, because he was being a little difficult to find in certain moments, was let's do the same to him. Let's not be there for him to hit, and let's frustrate him. So in the process of frustrating my opponent, one of the side effects was frustrating some of the fans.
During the Showtime telecast, this seemed to be going into the direction of a fight between you and Marcos Maidana down the line. Does Maidana's style of fighting suit you better than Bundu's style suited you tonight?
I believe so. You know, he comes forward, Bundu was coming forward. He's got more, Maidana has more power, but Maidana throws wider punches. Not as much as a defensive fighter, not as much rhythm, not as herky-jerky. And, you know, I mean, I think I can stop Marcos Maidana. You know, whether it be a head shot or a body shot like Amir Khan dropped him with. I do believe that that style suits me a little bit more, and I would look forward to sitting down and brawling a little bit more. I studied this guy. I knew his movement. So I said, you know, if he thinks that movement is gonna work, then I'm gonna show him why it's not gonna work. And that's exactly what we did tonight for 12 rounds consistent.
When you caught him early so fast and he went down, did you think initially it was gonna be another day at the office?
Well, a little bit. I figured, let's not press it, because if he walked into one, he might walk into another one. But he's 31-0 for a reason. He didn't become undefeated throughout so many years up to the age of 40 without understanding how to be a technical and defensive fighter. So after going down on the mat, which I believe hasn't really happened many times in his career, I don't know if it's happened at all, after going down on the mat, he decided, you know, to be a little bit more cautious, and, you know, my prediction of he's gonna walk right into another one, a few rounds later I realized that's not the outcome, but I was still constantly winning the fight, and we weren't gonna change from that blueprint.
Anyone else?
I believe that Amir Khan is very similar. He was constantly circling to the left on Devin, and he was throwing the fast combinations that we know that he can throw. It was a smart fight on his behalf, and he did not stray from his blueprint. It was winning round after round after round after round. He did a great performance, and I would love to fight him next year. I would truly look forward to that fight. Thank you, everybody. Happy holidays. God bless.